Welcome back to the Boondoggle Tapes, a collection of calls and emails that we archived during a failed attempt to make a documentary aimed at getting Sarah Boone to tell the truth about what happened the night of Jorge Torres's murder. Today's episode is an email from Sarah on February 22, 2025. The day prior, we sent Sarah an email explaining that the attorney we arranged to speak with her about representing her in her family law case was not willing to take the case. Also, at this time, Sarah had gotten some disheartening news about a health concern and was managing that. You will see that the reality of where she is and what is ahead of her begins to set in. We believe this email shares insight into the justice system, the toll of incarceration, and her mental health. We appreciate all who share your observations in the comments below. For those that want to do a deeper dive into Sarah's case, please visit us at patreon.com/The Third Rail. Let's buckle up and dive in.
Fair warning, you are not going to at all like this message. I am sorry, but not. Over it, and I honestly don't care. I'm used to nothing and no one. Just another day in prison with my illness. Of course, the attorney you arranged for me bailed. That's what all my attorneys do, all of them I've ever had. Now you know why I picked up on all her sighing. Nothing new. It's fucked up. The last words out of her mouth were, quote unquote, "I'm willing to take you." Always the short end of the straw after I'm promised all the straws. My life always, I get excited for nothing anymore. Why should I? Life in prison. With my illness. No lie. In all seriousness, what is the point? To go through all of the anguish of trial, ridicule, embarrassment, shame, and otherworldly sadness? For what? To go through all of that again? Maybe 30 years or 20 years instead of life? Come on. So I can drudge through my 65-year-old life figuring out how to get a car, which was scrapped. A job. I am a murdering felon, somewhere to live, probably a shelter, have a relationship with my son. I missed his childhood and all the milestones, his high school, driving, girlfriends, soon-to-be graduation, college, marriage, a baby. I lost anything from my dead family's legacy to show my son that they even existed. This was all auctioned. Strangers have it or it's in the garbage. My pets? Both handicapped dogs died while I sat in jail. Any money to live, thrive, or flourish. I lost everything and have no family and no alimony to make my mockumentary with. For you all to drop kick the hornet's nest of publicity and hate, unholiness, and disdain all over again? Nah. My illness can eliminate all of it. Remedy. Most everyone will clap. I don't care. I guess I have to put on my fake-ass smiley face so everyone thinks I'm such a strong person and brave and smart and bold. So here, if you feel like it in between everyone's quote-unquote breather, when is mine? What outlook is supposedly not promising? You say to just wait to see who calls back? You mean to say if the call back? What happens if no one does? I suppose I should just wait for the rest of my anything to be taken? You say, quote-unquote, not in best legal position? When have I ever been in any of this? Let me know when and how I can be. It doesn't mean I'm fucked in everything, and there's nothing that can't be done. It is just that no one will do it. I've kept myself afloat this long in all of that everything. As far as my being quote-unquote realistic, I am all the time. It's called hope. If anyone would listen to me and make an attempt to understand anything, realistic would be seen as realistic. Just like when the attorney you arranged saw, but didn't want to care enough or put extra effort forth. All of this after she said she would. Next. Quote-unquote frustrating. No one knows my frustration, nor will ever. I was almost beaten to death by my raping, raging, and now dead boyfriend. I am now being beaten to death with life in prison by the quote justice system, as well as my former husband, as well as the hating world until I take my last meaningless breath. I will die frustrated. You said, quote, fair and reasonable, not always so. When has it been in my entire minuscule, meaningless life? Just once? You said get wins where we can. Where at all? In my stupid fucking criminal case? With a life sentence? Again? To go through all that again? In the meantime? Let my ex-husband take my almost inedible, muddy crumbs to have a life in the real world if I ever make it? Shaking my head. Here are my list of requests, my catalog order you both have been promising me, and to tell you anytime what I need. If so, I can't pick and choose what gets fulfilled. The entire order is declined. I can't get most. I went by you and Peter telling me, don't worry, especially Peter while at the horse show getting contributions from so many supporters who want to chip in and told me to just send my list. I did. So now what? Declined? I was supposed to have funds in my account by this upcoming Monday, February 24th. And believe me, I understand and live a quote-unquote a terrible time right now. It always is, guys. I get it. Used to it. Gonna be like that for the rest of mine. Now on to the previous list. James, fuck him. I'm writing a letter to the bar. What's his bar number, please? And the address for the FL bar. Joshua Adams. Fuck him. I'm writing him a letter this weekend. I'm also including Judge Kranick, Lordsmere Diaz, Deputy Clerk L. Keating. Billy Lane. Fuck him. Writing him a letter this weekend. He has all of the jurors' names. Again, this was his job before, during, and clearly should have been after. Kevin Beck. See previous message. If you all are uncomfortable with asking him to help me with commissary, along with all of my other valid, useful requests, he also told me to just ask. Please give me his phone number or tell him how to contact me on the tablet and I'll do it. He is an asset to my appeal and life in prison if he is willing to do all he said he would during my trial and to my face. Aramark, I don't have free money to lose. I wrote a letter yesterday. So are you going to call at least for record? I stated in my letter I have multiple people trying to get my money back. Appeal issues. What else do I have already ready to add or give to whoever is my appellate attorney? Nothing except what is continuously carried over on my repeated pain in everyone's fucking ass to-do lists. Appellate attorney you found to speak with me. What is she to my appeal? Is she even still on as consulting? When was the last time she was spoken to, her feedback? Nikki Adamando. Why can't my story be like hers? Has anyone watched her podcast, Believe Her? What about Criminal Procedure Law 440.471? Has anyone researched this to apply to my appeal? The film agreement. What was the exact date you received it? Peter, my feelings will not be hurt if a piece of your minds is given over what I said and how I said it. I'm all about face value. Take it or leave it. I wish I could leave it. Obviously, it's been a heavy day and I don't care about anything. It's always the same shit, and same shit. I do love you both and I'm grateful. I just wish I didn't have to worry about all this all the time, on the brink of hopeless. No wins. Hopefully just not yet or not when I'm 65, and will just stay in prison because I'll be too old and unaware of the new world. Keeping it real.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of the Boondoggle Tapes. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. We are grateful for your support and wish everyone happy holidays.